Been a while. Haven't made a YouTube video, and wasn't really planning on making any for a little while. Uh, but I bought a new trailer, a motorcycle trailer, and I wanted to share my review with you. And I wasn't going to do a review on it. I like the trailer a lot. It's a Kendon dual ride up 2021. Just got it. I've had it about a month now, and it's pretty neat. You order it, takes about a month, and they deliver it to your doorstep. Pretty easy put together. Basically just slap the wheels on it and put the stop lamps on it and you're good to go. But there were a couple of questions I had with it when I got it, and I'd called the manufacturer about it. One of the things I was a little disappointed in, first of all, the trailer was list price at $4,099. I added a center rail to it. That added over $200 more. And then you have to register and get license plates and tie downs. I'm close to about 5,000 into this. And the first little thing, and it was just a little thing, was that when I went to put the stop lamps on it, they didn't include any nuts to bolt them on. And not a big deal, but you know, when you spend that much money, I think that their checks and balances or quality control should have been a little bit better than that. And that was just a little thing, but as I was getting into it, I was finding some more little things. And all these little things kind of added up to the point where I was like, you know what, I'm just going to write a review, do a review on it. I think that I still like the trailer. I like it a lot. But, you know, if anyone out there is planning on getting one, that you're not going to get the quality that you think you're going to get, because I didn't buy the Kendon Go, which is Kendon's trailer, but it's made in China. It's, according to them, a lower quality. It doesn't have the heavy duty steel and stuff like that. And I decided, well, if I'm going to be putting my Harley on a trailer, I want it to be a good one. I don't want to have it on some cheap thing. It may fall apart. Well, from what I can tell, there's not much difference between this one and the Go other than the price tag. So they said, well, this one's made here, and maybe so, but our like I said, our quality control isn't that good on it. Let me show you a couple of things. So today I had a friend call me, and I just loaded my bike up on it yesterday to try it out for the first time, and I had a couple of issues with it there. But one thing I had today was this ramp, and it's pretty cool. It's got these little flip up things here, and they're angled up, so you can put your foot down while you're backing your bike up. And that's pretty neat, all except today, get in here and look at that. That nut's missing. You know, I don't know what it would take to make sure that all the nuts are properly tightened down and torqued to specification on this Kendon Pro Series. But, you know, if that would have fallen out while I was backing the bike down and that flipped down, it would have been ugly, me falling over with a 1,000-pound motorcycle, probably landing on top of me. So I wasn't happy about that. Also, this diamond plating. I've had this bike trailer for a month now, and man, it sure looks pretty in my garage. The very first time I put my Harley on that diamond plate painting, it all bent to hell. Now it looks like shit, which is understandable. I mean, it's really, really thin. Like, that's it. So, first time putting a bike on there, bent it all to hell. Second thing, or third thing now, fourth thing, fifth thing, sixth thing, I don't know where we're at, but this center chalk, I thought it would be great because I didn't want to, they say that, you know, you can ride a motorcycle on either side of this trailer, and because of the suspension on it, it's no problem. Me personally, I still would like to have the option, put it in the middle. And they sell a middle chalk for that purpose. But look, you see this here? That's the tie down. There's bolts that go in there that hold this ramp in place when you're driving down the road. So those things stick up. Right in front of it, you have this tie down that is welded to the frame. I don't know why they didn't put a drop down in there. But when I called the manufacturer to discuss that, they said, oh, well, you just have to negotiate your bike around that. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. Getting it on here, it wasn't that hard of a deal. You know, watching, make sure I didn't run over these and puncture a hole in my tire, and negotiating around this. Then I get my bike up here. Tire flips over. Guess what? There's another one right there in front that my tire's going to rest on. And it's going to bend that thing to hell on my brand new trailer. I don't know why they didn't put drop down on there, but anyway, their whole thing was, well, most people just keep them on the side. Well, why do you advertise on your website an option for a center chalk if on the trail for this trailer, if it's pretty much useless? I mean, I guess if I was riding dirt bikes or something where it didn't matter and we weren't talking about a lot of weight, but let me tell you, getting the bike on there wasn't much of a chore. But when you're trying to back it off, line up with this ramp, get around that hoop, avoid running over those studs sticking out and puncturing a hole in your tire, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. I won't be using that center rail for anything. When I called them, I was hoping they'd offer to, you know, send me a refund and do something, make it right. But nothing other than, well, most people just carry their bikes on the side. These lights, when you order the bike, it doesn't come, I mean, these tail lights, they don't come with the bolts to bolt it on. Had to make a quick trip to the hardware store to fix their screw up, and that was the same on both of them. Neither one of the lights had the nuts on there. Wasn't a big deal, a little inconvenient and a little disappointing when you spend that much money on a trailer. Oh, the spare tire. So there is 2 bolts that stick out on the bottom of this trailer for mounting your spare tire. See where I have my spare tire mounted? And it has 2 lug nuts on it. The length of the U-bolt allows it, those lugs go in here to hold it in place. Well, lug nuts are designed to go into this flange so that they're not going to back out. But this sits out too far, so that's not feasible. Also, the tire lays on the trailer wiring because that's where they have the wires coming out for the lights. It comes down the middle. There's a tubing, and right about here where the spare tire mounts on, they cut a hole in there and pull the wires through that hole and run them to the lights. Well, guess what? That tire, when you wedge it up in there to get it to bolt on, it's going to short out those wires. And I called him, talk about it, and he said, well, it's not designed to roll down the road with the spare tire bolted up underneath there, because if you have a flat tire, then you have to unload your motorcycle and lift your trailer to get the spare tire off. Well, me thinking, well, that's a hell of a lot easier than getting a jack and jacking it up. And why did you put the spare mounting under there if you were not intending for people to use it for that? So my spare tire will go in the back of my truck. And there's a lot of little things like the they talk about how these are mass-produced, the fenders. And on this one, it's a specialty. But if you look, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's defects in it where I'm pretty sure the paint's going to be cracking because the molding isn't right. It's almost like it's got a little dent right there or something. And oddly enough, the other fender is exactly the same. So it's got to be something where they, but it's obvious. You can see that line right there. It's just, you know, when you spend $5,000 on something, you expect a little bit better. It's a little frustrating, not a deal breaker. I still like the trailer. Really disappointed in that diamond plate because that did look really good. Now it just looks like shit. You know, what are you going to do? But anyway, I do recommend the trailer, and you can tell that I'm not lying. I just barely used it. Still got the stickers on the tire. The trailer is pretty nice for the most part. There's just a lot of little details that if you're going to spend that much money on it, that I think that they could have done a better job. That right there. Why not put a drop down on there? Like my truck has got a gooseneck, and it's got that, but they drop down. It just makes too much sense to me. That way I could utilize that center chalk a whole lot easier. And this here, that's just stupid. But I don't know, you guys make up your mind. I'd recommend buying it, but you know, you're not going to get what they're claiming, made in America quality, and you know, better than their Go trailer. Everything I see, there is not any difference between this and their Go trailer other than the price. Oh, and this obviously, the Go trailer only comes in black. This one I was able to get a custom paint, and the upgraded tires, there was no charge for that. And I don't believe you can get that on their Go trailer. But for almost $2,000 difference in price, I'm sure you work around that. But also, in case you're curious, lifting this thing, I've seen some videos and they make it look pretty easy. I'm no weakling, but I struggle with this thing because once you start lifting it up, it starts rolling around. And I tried to put a chalk underneath of the tires, but it just rolled over that chalk. It's doable, but a little bit of a pain in the ass. And to be honest with you, I hurt my back very bad the very first day. Now I get my wife to come help me, and that little bit extra helps a lot. It can be a one-person job, but don't take the chance of hurting your back. Just get somebody to help you lift it, because when it's all said and done, it does fit nice and neat. Right up against that wall right there, inside my garage, tucked away. And I love that part. Yeah, I like the trailer. I'm just a little frustrated with the little inconvenience things, but I think for that much money, I expected a little better. But I'm not going to send it back or anything. I like it. I did take it yesterday and drove it around with my motorcycle in the center chalk. And on the side chalk, it pulls just fine. You know, the bikes didn't sway or go anywhere. I had a friend break down today, and I went and picked him up, and no problems. It was real easy getting his Ultra up on here that wasn't running. We were able to push it on, push it off, no problems. That aspect of it, it's awesome. So just a couple of things, you know, as far as the quality goes, and hopefully this goes out to Kendon, because when I spoke to him on the phone, and their whole answer is, well, you know, most people just carry their motorcycles on the side. Well, why do you advertise that center rail? Because it's not real functionable. Well, you're not supposed to drive the trailer with the spare on the bottom. Well, why do you put the mounting brackets on the bottom? And if you're going to put them there, drill the hole 6 inches higher so the tire doesn't cut the wires. You know, little things. I just didn't get the right response from them. They did offer me, when I called them about the brake lights not having the bolts the very first day, said that, well, we're going to have a cover coming out real soon for these trailers. You know, give me a call back. Maybe I can make you a deal on them. Well, I don't need a cover. I'm keeping it indoors. I just want y'all to put out a little bit better quality for the money. But, it is what it is. You guys have a great day, and if you guys have any comments on it, leave them below.